Hello, hello. Welcome back. Sincerest of apologies for missing Tuesday. I actually had a rare thing that doesn't happen a lot these days because of the Rona, or hasn't been happening for me for a while. Maybe you understand that, maybe you don't. But it's called company. I had guests, and I just straight plumb forgot.
Oh no.
But it was great. I had company, so I apologize because I'm not supposed to do that. But getting carried away with the company and having a really good time is probably one of the only reasons where I feel like I'd be like, yeah, I think we can do that. This is another episode of Music Notes. My name is Carlos Young, and today we are going to talk about one of the pop chart toppers. Pop chart toppers? Say that a few times. Anyway, so what we're doing is we're breaking down songs. That's what Music Notes is about, people. Breaking down songs, reverse engineering them, back it up and drop it, back it up and drop it. Okay? That's what we're here for. That's what we're going to do. Today, the song that we're covering is a country song. So if you like country music, then off we go. Because that's what we're doing today, folks. Country music. Now, country has its own world, basically. It's called Nashville. No, and Texas. I would say Nashville and Texas, right? I mean, I'm from Texas, so that's what I think, and I'm from Texas, so I don't know. To me, country music is, of course, listened to all across the South. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm an idiot. Call me whatever you like. But anyway, it's country music. We are talking about Luke Combs.
Grandpa.
Forever After All. Yes, people. So get excited. Get excited. Whew. Man. Music Notes is an excellent show if you happen to be a songwriter or someone who just really, really digs talking about songs. Someone talks about songs and you're like, oh yeah. Tell me all about it. Which is probably second in terms of listening audience as compared to those who will like this show because they are songwriters. This is a 30-minute show. It's a live show, completely unedited, filled with bloopers and hopefully some good moments. Anyway, Luke Combs, people. Do you like country music?
Oh no.
Oh, come on. Who likes country music? Give me a round of applause. My round of applause, who likes country music? Oh no, give it to me! I'm from Texas, so I listen to country music because you almost can't help but listen to country music in Texas. So naturally, I have country music that I like. Perhaps you do too. Let's get to the song. Friendly reminder, people, this show is really not about the songs. It's not about songwriting. It's not about Luke Combs or Carlos Young. It's about you, baby. Let that sink in. It's about you, people. This song show is about you. And if there's any way that you think it could be better, of course, let me know. Not saying I'll do it necessarily. But, yes. Anyway, on Music Notes, where do we start? What do we talk about first? We talk about hypothetical origins. And when we're talking about hypothetical origins, what are we really talking about? We're talking about where did this song come from? Where did it originate? What was the thought that made the song come to be? It's kind of like a reverse song starter, if you've ever heard of such a thing. It's like I give you a topic and you write me a song, right? Well, we're taking the song and then we're trying to find the topic. It's basically what we're doing. I've never really stopped to explain that, not quite that thoroughly, which actually wasn't all that extensive, but that's basically what it is. Noted. So, what is Forever After All about? Where do we go for that? I'm going to the lyrics. So today, I did us all a favor and I looked at the lyrics like a few minutes before the show, which I probably should actually do all the time. Anyway, here's how the song goes. A cold beer's got 12 ounces. A good truck's got maybe 300,000. You only get so much until it's gone. Duracells and a mag light, a needle drop on a 45 are the kind of things that only last so long. When the new wears off and they get to getting old, sooner or later time's gonna take its toll. They say nothing lasts forever, but they ain't seen us together. Okay, this is the chorus. Or the way that moonlight dances in your eyes, just a t-shirt in the kitchen, with no makeup and a million other things that I could look at. Other things that I could look at my whole life. A love like that makes a man have second thoughts. Maybe some things last forever after all. Wow. So, that's all the way through to the first chorus. That's a lot of like imagery. Especially like for a pop song, it's a lot of imagery. I would say above average in terms of image-based content. It's a lot, you know. Every line is like a story almost. Like cold beer's got 12 ounces. It's like a whole thing behind that. A good truck's got maybe 300,000. It's a whole. You could talk forever about a good truck and why it only ends up having about 300,000 miles. You only get so much until it's gone. Duracells and a mag light. All these things are like strong imagery. So, but then the chorus ends with the title line, which is forever after all. Maybe some things last forever after all. I love the writing, first of all. I would say this song comes from Are You Ready? Just reminiscing about like an established love that's been going for a while. I think that's what it's about. It maybe feels like it's just forever. I guess if you wanted to be with somebody for the rest of your life, and you're like, wow, this is a good thing, like me and this person that I love, and we're together forever. Like it never has to end. This is like a roller coaster ride that just keeps going and going, and somehow it always stays fun. And you're just like, yeah. Ta-da! We gotta get focused when we break down these hypothetical origins, people. All right, what's next? We're just knocking them down today, you know? Today we're feeling so confident and good, all gooey on the inside. It might be the watermelon, you know, it's kind of like, no, I'm good. Tummy wise. All right, so after hypothetical origins, we get structural guidelines. Structural guidelines are kind of what holds the song together, okay? If a song was a bunch of water, the shape of this bottle and everything else about the bottle would be the structural guidelines, okay? So, what are those for a song? Basically, we talk about two. And those two are sorry, got distracted. Those two things are the song structure and the chord structure. Someone make a joyful noise. Can I get another one? All right, those are the two. So let's look at these for this song. I'm pretty sure it's going to be real standard because country music doesn't deviate a whole lot. It's not going to be very different usually, which is kind of a good thing about country music. If you love that structure and format, maybe not if you don't. Okay, we start off verse 1. I'm sure there's an intro, but it just says verse 1. Pre-chorus, chorus, verse 2, pre-chorus, chorus, guitar solo, which is basically a bridge, and then the chorus, and then the outro. That's the song. Like I said, that's pretty much our standard song, right? So, if you don't know, now you do. That's the standard song, basically, okay? So if you wrote like verse 1, this is me writing a song, pre-chorus, and it goes, and then you wrote the chorus, this is a song, this is a song, this is a song. That's a song. If you do it twice, now it's really a song. If you put a bridge for a second and then you come back to the chorus, this is a song, this is a song, this is a song, you have written the classic song. And it's really just that simple, people. So don't overthink it. Don't think you gotta make it weird, you gotta make it unusual, because people just aren't doing that. You know? But break the rules too, though. That's what I say. Or don't. Whatever. Anyway, that's the song structure. Now, we get into chord structure. The verse goes basically from C to G to D to E. C to G to D. C to G to E. To C to G to D to A. Okay, so it's actually kind of all over the place. That's a lot of chord changes for one verse. Maybe not for country. I don't know. We haven't been covering a lot of country to really look at it, but there's no really super obvious pattern here. C add 9, G, D, E minor, C add 9, G, D. Now there's a pattern, right? Emerging. But then, boom, where's the E minor 7? Maybe it's there and they didn't list it. But then it goes back, C add 9, G, D, E minor. So now that's starting to seem like it probably was the case. C, G, D, A minor 7, G over B, C, A minor 7, G over B, C, D. That's probably the pre-chorus. I'm not familiar with the song enough to know, but that's probably the pre-chorus, I'm guessing, since it changes around the chords a little bit. Then the chorus comes in, C add 9, G, G over F sharp, E minor, D, C add 9, G. It's a lot of chords. Considering that it's like a pop song, right? I think you have to make a special space, though. Inside of like pop music, there's another little special space that's like pop country music. And it plays by slightly different rules, largely because a lot of the songwriting in country is very like imagery based, very narrative based. There are obviously anthems and stuff where it's kind of just repetitive, whatever. But there's a lot of like more narrative based imagery. Anyway, whew, a lot of words, buddy. Okay, let's move on. That's the chords. It's a lot of chords. Look them up. Where are we now? The arrangement, I'm pretty sure. Where are we at on time? 16 and some change. The arrangement. What is an arrangement? If you're watching this show for the first time, an arrangement is pretty much what it sounds like. Like, I'm just going to show you, like, with stuff. Okay. It's getting kind of weird quickly here. Alright. There's an arrangement. Take a stick. If the music goes, shaker, wood thingy, shaker, that's the arrangement. So, like, all right, that's an arrangement. Why? Because it's going to sound obvious. I arranged those instruments that way. First comes what? Shaker. Then comes kalimba. Then comes shaker again. Now, in this song, what does it start with? Drum solo. Could be. I don't know. So what we do on the show is we listen to it, or actually I listen to it, and then what you do is you listen to me talk about what I'm listening to. Which sounds crazy, but that's because I just don't own the rights to every single song. Or else I would just play it. You get it? Okay, good. Where is my... 1 second. Gotta adapt. All right. Enough of that. Let's get the song going. All right, this is the breakdown of Forever After All. This is like what's called, this is like a rare art. It's like musical pantomiming. Okay, you ready? Just drums and guitar. And some ethereal sound. Maybe steel guitar or something. Alright. Then we kind of relax into a vocal with Couple guitars, some like pedal steel maybe. Definitely some percussion. And it's a kit. Alright, this is the chorus. The overall like composition is still basically the same. It's still like pedal steel. I don't know that it's going to change a whole lot because we got basically like a band. So they're playing their instruments, right? We still got the kit. I think 2 guitars. Pedal steel kind of deal. Keyboard maybe? I'm not sure what that like pad sound is. Piano, guitar, kit with like a shaker or something. This is the verse again. Just building energetically with the instruments. Little hold, chorus. It's mainly the groove that really changes from section to section. It's a very like band-centric song, which is common for country, right? Alright, here's the solo. Guitar, 2 guitars, drum kit obviously. Alright, so there was a little bit of a stripping back on the chorus as it comes back, and then it ramps up again. This kind of thing. Here's the outro. There might be 3 guitars. There's a lot of guitar action going on. I don't know if they're overdubbing this kind of thing, if there are multiple instruments, if it's 2 people playing the whole thing. I have no idea. But the overall like composition of the track, unlike a lot of the pop music, unlike a lot of the pop music that we've been covering lately, if you're paying attention, this track has, because it feels like it's a band. I don't know if it's a band or not, but because it feels like it's a band, or it's designed to be sounding like a band, whether it is a band or not, once again, because I have no idea. Seriously. That concept keeps it very unified. If me and 3 of my friends grab 3 instruments and we play a song the entire time on those instruments, then the overall arrangement can only really be dictated by how we're chopping up the groove, right? Because that's all we got. We're not changing instruments. So this song, by virtue of that, has like a sameness that a lot of the pop songs that are produced from like samples and such don't have to have, don't need to have, definitely probably don't want to have. That's why they're doing it that way. So that's a distinctive thing about this arrangement that I just thought I would bring out to your attention. Now let's talk about the melody. This ain't not a last forever. So I was thinking about this, and I want to narrow down what it is that we're talking about when we're talking about melody. Okay, we got like 5 minutes here.
Copy that. You 5 minutes.
Yeah. What would they be? I think, okay, my son's gonna make a cameo. Yes, sir. It's not quite time yet. Give me like 5 minutes, please.
Copy that. You 5 minutes.
Anyway, so I think we're gonna talk about like the overall. Not right now, son. Let me finish my show, please. Thank you. Give me a few minutes. This is a live show. So there's no way to prevent that from getting on this show. Because I'm missing some child assistance right now. Okay? That's why. Anyway. So melodies, I think we really need to talk about the dynamic range. Does it start down here? And go up a lot? Or does it just like does it do something like that? That's not very dynamic, right? And then like that's more dynamic. So this one I would put somewhere in the range of like being pretty highly dynamic because of like the big belts. That's like a lot going on to support the melody. It's not like this is one of my favorite simple melodies. This is not to knock this melody, but the melody line to the chorus of Umbrella by Rihanna is like Ella, 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 under my umbrella, Ella, Ella, There's not a lot of like new notes, right? So compared to something like that, which was a mega hit, and it was on the charts for like a gazillion years, so it's definitely not a knock to that song because the song did extremely well. And you would think, if you're like, oh, I'm Mr. Melody, I'm like master of the melodies, I'm gonna make a melody that's like you can do that, but the problem is as soon as someone finishes listening to it, they can be like, wow, that was amazing. And you can be like, what was it that you liked about it? And they'll be like, I don't even remember it. But if you say, Ella, Ella, under my umbrella, Ella, what it was they liked, because the song is a lot of the same. All right, I'm running out of time. I got seconds left. Creative cameos for this. I'm gonna say lap steel, pedal steel, whatever that thing's called, a little steel guitar like that. Unanswered questions. How'd you guys get your relationship to feel so good, folks? Because we're hearing a lot of songs about relationships that ain't doing so hot. So, Luke, share your wealth. Give a marriage counseling ceremony of some kind. All right? My name is Carlos Young. This is my new fiddle stick on this show. I think I just decided that. And I'm out. Peace.